Imagine waking up to the news that Amazon suspended your account, that you're not able to create new shipments, and that you are not able to receive any disbursements, so your money is frozen. This is literally what happened to me a couple of weeks back. And I know I made a few videos on Section 3s, but I do not want to tell you guys that I actually went through that. I wanted to have a little bit of time to be able to reflect on the process and to give you guys to actually be able to share my experience, you know, being a little bit removed from it, be able to share my whole experience, how everything went through, and how I was actually able to beat it, okay? It was not really stressful because I've been through that, but it can be really stressful for a lot of guys, right? Because you know, you're not able to get your money, and so if you have a lot of bills coming, a lot of credit cards to pay, all that stuff, you can be in a really, really, really tight situation. So what I'm going to do is in today's video, I'm going to share my experience with you guys. You can get an idea of what you are going to go through and all that stuff. And what I'm going to do is in the description and in the pinned comment, I will give you guys the ultimate guide to actually overcome those types of Section 3s that we have seen happening right now, right? So just sign up. I'm going to start working on it as soon as I'm done with this video. So by the time this video releases, you should be able to get it. If not, if when you sign up you don't receive it just yet, don't worry, it's going to hit your buy box. Yeah, we talk so much about the buy box that I'm actually telling you guys that it's going to hit your buy box. It's going to hit your inbox a few hours later because my team is literally already putting all the information together. I'm going to go through it, write myself, and add a few stuff so you can have the ultimate guide on how we actually beat this. And I've heard about a ton of sellers that actually went through that as well. So I'm going to share my experience and give you all the best practice in that small guide that we are putting together right now. So just enter your email, you will receive it to your email, right, whenever it's ready. So, if you do not know me, by the way, nice to meet you. My name is Chris Manguns. I release daily videos about selling on Amazon right here on YouTube every single day. So subscribe and like this video so you get recommended more videos, right? So, let me start. So, I lied a little bit, okay? I was not sleeping. I was actually playing video games with my little cousin when it happened. And so, we were playing video games. We were having fun. And I received an email telling me that my account got suspended and I have ASINs to actually verify the authenticity of, right? So I was not too stressed because I knew that it was going to come. And this is why I made all these videos telling you guys, it's going to hit everybody. And what I feel like is happening is pretty much, you know, like they're supposed to verify the identity of every single one of their sellers, right? And so what they did 1.5 years ago, and I said it in the previous video, what they did is they asked, they actually showed a banner on your account telling you that your account is on the verge of being suspended and you need to verify your identity to actually be able to keep selling. And you had to do it before a certain time frame, right? What happened is that when you did it, you were good. But it really looks like it's actually the same thing as the I forgot how it's called. It's because of a new law that was passed. And so you're going to need to verify your account every single year. I hope that is not going to be just like this because in my opinion, this is the biggest scam in the world. They are actually keeping your money while they actually ask you to review ASINs and review your identity. That's something that you need to do every year. And they're just holding your money, right? Amazon is holding your money from you for sales that you've done, for work that you've done, because you need to verify a couple of stuff. It's 100% a scam, but this is what we need to go through when we sell on Amazon. This is 100% bullshit, okay? We should fight against that bullshit, to be honest, because I'm telling you, it's going to happen every single year, and it's going to happen to everybody. If you haven't been hit with a Section 3 just yet, it is going to come your way. All right, I'm telling you, it is going to come your way. It's hitting, because at the beginning we thought that it was only hitting small sellers, but we've seen a couple of big sellers being hit. We've seen it on Twitter, we've seen it with some sellers on YouTube, and everybody's getting hit. I'm telling you, it's just coming like this by waves, right? So they do not overwhelm everything, but it's in waves and everybody is being hit. So when it comes to my experience actually fighting this, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about the process. If you do not know anything about the process, what's going on is that they are going to ask you, so you're going to receive an email, right? And they're going to ask you that you need to jump on a call with them, right? And before actually going on the call, you need to submit some documents. So you're going to need to submit a couple of documents. You're going to need to submit your ID, business registration, bank statement, and something else. I forgot what it is. I'm sorry. And this will be in the guide, by the way. Subscribe with the link below. But yeah, it's going to be in the guide. I'm sorry, you're going to need to submit all these informations. Do not worry too much. Oh yeah, and by the way, yeah, you're going to need to submit the stuff regarding the inventory that you bought, your supply chain documentation. Do not worry too much about that, because you are going to need to submit all that again after the call, which is really, really dumb, but that's what you need to do. So do not worry too much about that, because you're going to need to resubmit anyway. If like your documents is too big, whatever, just put a small part of your documents, and because you're just going to need to resubmit it anyway. So you're going to need to jump on the call, and they're going to ask you questions. For some people, it's actually really, really fast, okay? For some people, they ask way more questions. So usually they just ask you about your business, about so these are the questions that are going to come often. They're going to ask you about your business name, all that stuff. What's the name of your business? What's your name? Really, really dumb questions like these, like basic questions that you don't necessarily need to prepare for, right? You should know all that stuff. What they can actually ask you about is information about your prep center, information about VAs having access to your account, information about people having access to your account, all of this stuff, right? Which can be a little bit more tricky to answer, but you should be all right. No. I've heard some people being asked to actually log into the website that actually purchased the items. People have been asked to log into their bank account in front of the Amazon account rep. And by the way, it's going to be people overseas, okay? People overseas, but they have a good level of English, so do not be worried about that. Now, there are some people that have reported being asked really, really weird questions, such as the name of the fulfillment center that they actually send their items to, which can be really hard. If you use a prep center, you may actually forget about that. Weird questions such as, why is the name of your business different than the name of the store that you have on Amazon if the names are different? Weird questions like that, but to be honest, it should not be the question should not be too hard to answer. The call should take like in between 15 to 30 minutes. By the way, once you submit the documents, if you are not during business hour, they are going to ask you to schedule a call. Do not do that, because you're going to need to schedule a long time in advance. Go in that page, go log into that page during business hour. You should be able to get on the call really, really fast. Usually the waiting time is like 1 to 4 minutes, right? So remember, log into that page during business hours, okay? So what's going to happen after that is they are actually going to send you an email once you're done with the call, verifying all the information that they want. And by the way, once again, do not be too stressed about the questions. All the questions that I told you, this is pretty much what they are going to ask you. And it's not just my experience, it's the experience of a ton of sellers that I actually talked to. So this is what's going to happen. Then what is going to happen is they are going to send you an email after that. On the call, they are going to tell you what they are going to ask you to resubmit, right? They're going to ask you to resubmit everything, your ID, all that stuff. They're going to ask you for the supply chain documentation for the ASINs in questions. They are going to ask you for, if you have a prep center, for a contract with your prep center, or an invoice. You can send either or. And same thing with your VAs, or the person that have access to your account, to show the proof of the relationship that you have with them. So this is why I made a video a couple of days ago telling you, like, make sure that if you have a prep center, and that if you've had a prep center in the past, at all times, you should actually get a contract in place with all the people that you work with for your Amazon business, right? Just so if you need to send it to Amazon, you have proof of that, okay? All right, so after that, you're going to need to submit it, or are you going to submit that stuff? I know that there's a lot of advice telling you to submit the documentation in one PDF. And in my experience, okay, it's not necessarily the best advice if you are doing online arbitrage. The reason is that if you are doing wholesale, it's a little bit easier, because you are going to have all your, you're going to have like most of the information on one page, for one order. Because if you ordered 500 units and you sold 500 units, really easy, you just submit one invoice. Now, if you do online arbitrage and you are actually checked for an ASIN that you are really, really deep in stock, which was my case, by the way, it may be that you are going to need to have a couple thousand, like maybe 1,000 pages of supply chain documentation, just with the order confirmation, if you had to place a lot of orders. So if that's the case, I'm telling you, putting everything in one PDF is not a good idea, because they are not going to go through everything and they are going to ask you to resubmit some stuff. So in my opinion, get for every single ASIN, get one PDF document for all your supply chain documentation for one ASIN and your delivery confirmation. If you have 3 ASINs, do 3 documents for that. Then for your ID, business registration, and prep center stuff, get one PDF. And so you should have 3 or 4 PDF depending on how many ASINs you have to review. One for every ASIN that you are going to need to review, and one for all the other documents that they are requesting. If you put everything together, I'm telling you, they are not going to go through everything, and every single time they are going to request you other stuff. All right, they're going to approve one ASIN, then the other ASIN, then they are going to ask for other documentation. Do not put everything into one document, I'm telling you. So what does the time frame looks like? How much time does it actually take to get back to a section 3? So for me, it took like 8 to 9 days. I don't remember exactly. It took like 1 week and a half, let's say. It took around around 1 week and a half to actually get back from it, because I actually had to resubmit a couple of times because of this, because my documentation was really, really extensive, because I had to place a lot of orders for the items that I actually had to review, right? And so I think I had to resubmit 2 times or 3 times. I forgot. For some people, it's actually really, really fast. For some people, they submitted, like, I know there was one guy in my coaching group, shout out to you, Joe, by the way, that had the section 3 and that submitted at night and received an answer in the morning and was able to sell again in the morning. I mean, he was still able to sell, but to actually get his money back in the morning. So yeah, that's pretty much the process. You know everything, and I don't even know if I should get you, if you should get the ultimate guide. To be honest, it's as easy as that. Don't make it complicated. Yeah, that's literally all you have to do. There's not more that you need to do. So yeah, fuck the link, fuck the ultimate guide. There's no need for you to actually get that. You have everything that you need in this video. All right, I don't need your email. Okay, so hopefully this video was helpful. If it was, leave a like. I'll see you tomorrow for a new video, and hopefully if you do have a section 3, you're able to come back fast. And by the way, this should be a reminder that you should ask for disbursement of your funds every single day, because if you are really leveraged, you can be in a lot of troubles, all right? When you need to pay back credit cards and all that stuff, you can get in a lot of trouble. So yeah, hopefully this video was helpful. I'll see you tomorrow for a new video. Thank you for watching.